We've just flown two of Canada's premier airlines, Air Canada and Porter Airlines, on two different international routes. We had expectations, and let's just say things didn't go quite as planned. So, which airline actually delivered a decent flight experience and which one didn't? You might be surprised. We went on to both flights genuinely hoping to like them equally, but it turns out one of them had other plans. Come along and find out how it went. We're Kelly and Mark, Aussies exploring the world one experience at a time. Real travel, real adventures, welcome along. Just some context about these flights. Both flights were economy class and we each had a check-in bag. The first flight was from Medellin to Bogota and then Toronto. The Medellin flight was Avianca, but the ticket was booked through Air Canada, which is why we included it, and that's who we flew the final leg with. The Porter Airlines flight was Montreal to Newark. So this is how we're going to rate our experience. We're going to look at the cabin crew, the food and drinks, the airport experience, reliability and value, each out of 5 for a total score of 30. So let's get into this experience. And our first flight is the Air Canada flight to Toronto. We can only speak about the Canadian airline check-in experience based on our experience that we've had with Avianca. So the ticket was booked with Canadian Airlines, but they code-share with Avianca, who is the first leg. We'll credit Canadian Airlines with a smooth check-in process, bag tags, printing out boarding passes. However, I did actually have to request the boarding pass from Bogota to Toronto, as that wasn't able to be printed by the automatic machine, but the Avianca staff were able to help us take care of that. So that's something we don't have to worry about. And the baggage is going to be checked all the way through, so Medellin to Bogota to Toronto without us having to collect it. I hate doing this so much because
we're wondering if we're going to see our bags again.
Yeah, so particularly given some of the reviews that we have seen about lost luggage with Canadian Airlines, and when it's not 2:30 in the morning when we arrive at Bogota, we're going to read through some of those reviews because wow. So we're going to sit here in a semi-sleepy stupor, which is why we look so terrible. It really is 2 o'clock in the morning. And again, a ridiculous time to fly out, and not one we'd opt for normally, except it really was our only option. So one thing that Air Canada has done right, for whatever, is use Avianca as a code-share partner. They're a great airline, Avianca. We have flown them a lot around South America, and I could not be more impressed with them. All right, so we'll see you in Bogota. Canada reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Could you just hold this while I grab my phone? Because these are worthy of reading. They're actually almost comedy gold, except this is people's real life experiences, which is no laughing matter.
Hopefully not ours.
Anyway, here we go. Air Canada reviews on TripAdvisor. Now, look, I don't normally go to TripAdvisor, but it's been rated as 3 out of 5 on TripAdvisor. But what I thought I'd do is just look at the latest ones. Okay. Delayed flight, Air Canada, the worst airline to fly with. Worst airline on multiple occasions. Worst airline. It's a bit of a theme here.
There's not many good dots there.
Terrible from start to finish. Oh, I'm going to... Now, these are like the most recent ones. I'm just not cherry picking this. Broken plane. Oh, geez.
Oh, nice.
I hope we don't have a broken plane. Yeah. It's really weird. They gave it a 3 said broken plane, and then they've like given it almost 4 stars for everything and 1 5.
Okay.
Anyway, good on you. Shysters. Oh, somebody likes them. Great customer service and wheelchair accommodation. And I'm sorry, I know this is people's experiences, but oh my goodness. Terrible customer service. This is my favourite. Air Canada, you suck. Delayed 5 hours, got a $15 meal voucher.
Oh.
That's not bad.
5 hours though.
Yeah. Oh, avoid this cheating airline at all costs. Never fly with Air Canada. Now, we did not. Well, actually, Mark booked this flight. Did you check reviews?
Of course not. Okay, one thing I can say about Air Canada is I got an email earlier this morning, like 1 o'clock, and they send you a live updates on their app. Apparently there has been snow in Toronto, and they send this through. It says check for the snow and everything like that, and it's all good, thank God, and the flight's on time. But yeah, I think that's a big plus for Air Canada.
All right, I've done some investigating, and we get breakfast on this flight.
Yes, we do.
How did you know that?
I knew that.
Oh, I know. Do you know what we're getting?
Breakfast.
I know what we're getting. We are getting a frittata with sausage, with green onions, tomato, and banana. Okay. It's very Colombian.
Yes.
Or vanilla pancakes with ham and fruit compote. Oh, very Canadian. We don't traditionally have ham with vanilla pancakes.
No, we don't.
So much international eating. And then fruit salad, bread and butter. But we also get wine, beer and spirits. And given the fact that I have had 1 hour's sleep since yesterday morning, I might be having quite a few of those spirits.
Some of those we might sleep the last 3 hours.
Yeah, I might sleep the whole way. And then there's coffee and tea and soft drinks and juice. I think they also have a full entertainment system.
Yes, sure. Saw that on the back of the seat.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. And so we'll be checking out the food, we'll be checking out the alcohol, and we'll be checking out the entertainment system. Come on, Air Canada, I'm really rooting for you. I hope you deliver us a fantastic flight.
I need to get on there and have some breakfast on that crash and burn. Maybe I should have rephrased that a little bit better.
Yeah, do rephrase that. Maybe you're just ready to go and have a big long sleep. Goodness gracious. There was plenty of overhead luggage room. This is what the bins look like, and the seat configuration was a 2-3-2, my favourite when you're travelling as a couple.
I've got to try and keep it still for the poor person behind me.
So Mark's got the broken seat. Mine is not. Leg room. I am 166 centimetres tall, or 5'6", so I don't think you'd want to be tall. And the seats are hard. Not very comfortable, but it looks like an old plane, doesn't it? And we've got a pillow, and we also got a blanket each with Air Canada written on it. I don't know if we'll be needing those. I think the person in front of me seat might be broken too. It's bouncing back on me as well. Anyway. Oh, look at this. Can you see that? What happened?
I need a better rig.
I always worry that planes in this state of repair are just going to drop out of the sky one day. And I'm not a nervous flyer, but okay. We'll see, hey?
Bonjour Madame et Monsieur, de passer l'étage, nous souhaitons la bienvenue pour Air Canada 95 à destination de Toronto.
Have you ever seen a plane in such disrepair? This is just where we were sitting. We didn't walk around the plane looking for things. How filthy is the floor? And this is sort of a good picture of it. The remote was broken. Is this a health hazard? Can you get electrocuted from plane electronics? I think the menu may have seen better days. It's a bit ripped and torn. See what Mark's is like. I think that might need replacing. Oh, I got the sick bag with it. Well, I got a sick bag. It's showing a bit of wear and tear. Goodness. What else is in there, Mark? The earphones?
No, it's just a dirty plastic bag.
Oh, they haven't. Okay, so the staff have kindly let us move around. So Mark's got out of his broken seat. He's over there trying to get our wireless device to work, but Air Canada, I was rooting for you. I said that earlier. I really wanted this to be good. This is a very shitty plane. It's got... have some pride. Goodness gracious. Pretty bored because of my broken entertainment system, I decided to focus on the positives, and that was going to be breakfast. And that frittata was good, and the sausages weren't too bad. The bun was stale, but they always are on planes. But this is where it got really interesting. Nobody would collect my breakfast tray. It sat there for 3 hours, and they only picked it up because we were landing.
I wanted something, I had to go down and ask for it, and it was delivered to me. Someone rang the bell above their seat. They just didn't come. I had to sit down the back and just wait for it to come to them. So I actually asked one flight attendant. I went to give them my empty bottle and asked for a new one, and she waved me away and waved me down the road. So it's probably not the same as other major airlines.
Let's go to one of those no one used to see that. That was horrendous. Those toilets were empty. They went through the flight. They smelled like a public driver. It was just awful. Finally, the captain announced that we were landing over snowy Toronto, and we were a little bit happy about that because that had been a long and difficult flight, and those reviews were pretty spot on from our experience. We watched the baggage cart arrive to collect the luggage off the plane and just crossed our fingers that our bags had actually made it to beautiful Toronto, where we were about to begin our Canadian adventures. That was the final test of Air Canada, and that was the arrival of our baggage, which took a while, but
Took a little bit, yeah.
it arrived. So I consider our luggage arriving an absolute bonus. So,
Well, probably last of the early morning flights from South America.
no more early morning flights.
Okay.
That was horrendous.
Yeah.
It was just,
That was their hard slog.
they are
We're
very
so
hard
tired.
slog. So let's rate this whole experience, and you've got a bit of an idea how it's going to go. Okay, the cabin. It was just horrendous. It was broken. It was dirty. It was going to fall out of the sky. 1 out of 5. Cabin crew didn't do much, sat down the back and gossiped. 2 out of 5. Food and drinks, they gave us plenty of them, even though we had to get them ourselves. Wasn't great, wasn't bad. 3 out of 5. Airport experience, all down to Avianca. 4 out of 5. Reliability, look, our bags turned up, the plane turned up, didn't crash out of the sky. 4 out of 5. Value, look, it got us there. We've had better, we've had not much worse. 3 out of 5. And the total, a barely passable 17 out of 30. Look, this might have been an anomaly. Air Canada flights may be better, but we still paid full price for this flight. We still had to fly in that truly terrible plane. They might need to think about getting rid of it. Sadly for us, it was time to leave Canada, and we headed to Montreal Trudeau Airport for the next flight, the one that we'll be comparing with Air Canada, and that is Porter Air, Canada's next best airline, and we were hoping for a far better experience than we got off their legacy airline. Okay, we are here on the last leg of our comparison flight. So right now we're going to compare Canada's second best airline, Porter Air, and we're going to compare that experience with our Air Canada experience. It has to be better, doesn't it? It has to be better.
Please.
Okay, now in fairness, everyone in Canada has told us that we actually had an unusually bad experience with Air Canada. I don't know, we still paid for the flight. It was still a pretty crappy plane.
Yeah.
So Porter doesn't have to actually set the bar too
No.
high. However, I am going to say that this check-in process is nowhere near as easy as it was with Avianca.
True.
We have gone to the check-in terminal, put our boarding pass across because we have already checked in online, and we're not allowed to use it because we're Australians. So they haven't opened checkout yet, and we're just going to have to wait here for a while. So Air Canada, you're winning that one so
Yes.
far. Anyway, let's see how this works out for us. Oh, I might be able to take my beanie off now.
I think so.
Canada, you have been cold.
It's the
Love your
coldest-
country, but it's time for us to leave now before we freeze to death.
I think it's the coldest day we've had.
Yeah, in our lives.
Yes.
Our experience so far has been fine.
Check-in was good.
Once
Went
we finally got to check in, the gentleman who served us was delightful
It was lovely. Yeah.
and really keen to make sure we had a good experience.
Yes.
This waiting area is very calm
Yeah.
and organised. We will let you know more at the end of the flight. They have promised us free snacks and drinks. I don't know if that will happen,
Oh well, we'll see.
but I'm going to be looking for undamaged armrests,
Yes.
ungross floors.
Power cords that won't electrocute you.
Yep. I don't think there's entertainment.
No.
I'm okay with that. This is a really short flight. To make this fair, we will compare them like price per kilometre,
Yeah.
which would be a more fair way to do it. But
I'll leave that up to you.
I don't think Mark will be doing that. But so far, both of them have been okay to get to this part.
Yep.
It was just the plane part that let us down last
Yes.
time. And I'll be stunned if it's that horrible. Actually, I'm going to be really disappointed. It's review time because
We love a review.
these reviews. Okay, so Porter's got an overall rating of 3 out of 5. Okay, so the first one is Porter, the paper cup company. Paper cup
Paper cup?
company. All right, pre-boarding at 4:10. It's really long. I'm going to try and paraphrase it. Hey Porter, you really need to talk to people. You are good at lying to us. Try that.
Savage.
Ooh, harsh. Hang on. Yeah, it goes on. It's like really long,
a
so I
novel.
won't read it all out.
It's a novel.
It'd be a 3-hour video if I read it all out. All right. Ooh. Then the next one says, Stranded and Alone Senior by Porter Airlines. Another novel. These are passionate reviewers. There's another one that says, it's a horrible experience. He was a very unhappy customer. Another 1-star review, the next one along. I'm not cherry picking these. These are literally in order. Not worth the price. Seem more interested in chatting to each other than serving clients. Oh, I thought that was Air Canada. And what's up with the annoying music and the cleanliness and the snacks are sad. And they actually miss Air Canada. God, they must be bad.
Here we are.
Darren has given it 4 stars and will recommend it to friends. From check-in to cleanliness, Wi-Fi, drinks, all good. The next one, amazing, compassionate flight attendants. It sometimes makes me wonder, has Porter got their friends to just chip in with some because they're really bad and then they're really good. There's no in between.
Well, we're going to find out.
Pathetic airline. You need better staff. Unprofessional, rude. Oh, they just go on and on. The
We'll see.
reviews are harsh. Things can only go up from here. With a 2-2 seat configuration, this Porter Airline plane is teeny tiny compared to the Air Canada jet. This is the overhead luggage, and this is an example of what the legroom was like, really similar to the Air Canada experience. Okay, we're on. She's a cozy little plane. Now, what can I say? If you have big bags, do not bring big bags on this plane. A man has just been asked to remove his suitcase because it's too big. I hope he leaves it on.
Yep.
Anyway, first impressions. It's a wee bit squishy. That's all right. It's not terribly long. It's on a plane with a propeller, which we call Dash 8s at home.
Yeah, Dash 8. So they used to do the regional flights.
Yeah, so I guess
But
this is a Dash 8.
International flight for a Dash 8.
Yeah, but it's like not that far really.
No, it's not. It's an hour and 40.
Yeah, so like the ones that are home, they probably do further actually. Look, first impressions of
Clean.
the plane. Yeah, it's clean. The like books and things. Could you grab a book or something, Mark?
Yes, they're not ripped.
Just hold it up. It's like not ripped and destroyed and disgusting. I'll see if I can get a picture of the floor for you, but the floor looks...
Sick bag.
It's pristine. It's a pristine sick bag room, that one on Air Canada.
Definitely.
7 to Newark, New Jersey. On arrival in Newark, the weather is expected to be 6 degrees Celsius. That's 41 degrees Fahrenheit with overcast skies and gusty winds out of the northwest. Our flight time today, 1 hour 10 minutes. Cruising altitude.
There's something about watching a propeller on a plane that just makes you feel really in touch with flying. If you're enjoying this video and you like travel adventures and experiences while traveling, please consider subscribing, liking, and dropping us a comment. We really would appreciate it. Okay, we were right. There is a drink service on this. So nice.
And chips.
Oh, these chips are elite.
They're the best.
So I think they're Canadian chips called Hard Bite. Oh, I wish I'd have discovered these during our 3 weeks in Canada.
Yeah.
They are elite chips.
And Kelly's favourite salt vinegar.
An elite flavour of an elite chip. Anyway, and we've got white wine. Huh?
Oh, what one? Prop man.
Okay, so can I just say that the review we saw was all about paper cups?
Well,
No, there is no paper cup.
pure glass.
Glass. Classy glass.
Not crystal, but glass.
Anyway, really nice. I have to admit, I'm actually quite super impressed so far. It's a little airline, 2 staff members working, super duper efficient.
Quick.
Scooted up there, the chips were handed out, really impressed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have to discount one of those reviews. The paper cup is...
And this is only an hour and a half, 10-minute flight too.
Yeah, but we did seem to go around
Yeah.
waiting to get on the tarmac.
Yeah.
Runway. The runway. It was sort of like looking for a parking spot at a supermarket. But once it got going, it took us super duper quick. But yeah, there was a lot of coasting around for quite a while. Yeah, but I think this happens to smaller airlines and big airports. So, you know, it's part of the course. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy our drink.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed too. It is certainly doing better in a number of categories than the other airline that we saw. Okay, we are at baggage claim.
Yes.
It's taken a little while to come out, but
Took a while. Yeah.
it's not that bad though. We've had worse. Anyway,
I'm not looking away. I'm still keeping an eye out for our other bag.
so we've got one bag, so that's a blessing.
Yes.
So we're very hopeful of getting the second one. So
Soon.
So I'm thinking Porter might have done the job with luggage as well.
I think they did, yeah. It's a big airport. Sorry, here comes the bag.
No, oh my gosh. Here it goes. Hang on, spin it around. Okay, we have both bags.
Yes.
We're very satisfied with this
Yes.
entire flight. Anyway, we're going to come back to you and give you our final feelings and a comparison between the two airlines. I think you might know which one we're preferring. So how did Porter Airline go? And I think you're getting an impression of how we felt about it. Now, the cabin. It was clean, it was comfortable. Importantly, nothing was broken. It was a cared for plane. We're taking 1 point off and giving it 4 out of 5 because it was a little bit squishy. 4 out of 5 for the cabin crew. There were only 2 of them and they worked really hard. They were efficient, they were polite, they got that drink service done in no time at all and cleaned up in a very short flight time. They weren't particularly friendly, however, they didn't sit around the back gossiping and you could tell they valued customer service. The snacks were fine, the drinks were fine, they came in glass, the chips were elite. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. It's not really a fair comparison compared to a meal service, but we enjoyed it. We had a great airport experience. Despite the initial hiccup with the check-in, when we finally reached the desk, the staff were polite, they were helpful, they couldn't do enough for us. They really wanted us to have a good flight. Boarding was excellent, the waiting area was nice. We can't really fault it. 4 out of 5. We found Porter Airlines very reliable. Our bags turned up and that's pretty well it for us. The only thing that they could do is work on having a really good app like Air Canada does. Air Canada's app is very, very good. I tossed up between 3 and 4 for value because it was a little bit pricier than it could have been for such a short flight. But when you factor in all the other things that we encountered along the way and compared to what we had experienced, it ended up being a very decent value, which is why we gave it a 4. So Porter Airline comes in with a very respectable score of 24 out of 30. It goes to show that if you present an airplane in good condition, staff that care and are engaged, and an efficient service, that the little guy can often compete very easily with the big guy. We would definitely fly Porter Air again. Not real sure about Air Canada. But Air Canada is the clear winner when we're looking at price per mile. At 21 cents, it's 1/3 of the price of Porter. So, any surprises? Sure were for us. Which one would you consider flying next time? Let us know.